History is full of moments that changed everything. In the next few minutes, we'll journey through 100 days that reshaped the world forever. From revolutions to discoveries, from battles to breakthroughs, each day tells a story of courage, innovation, and human determination. Get ready to witness history in motion and see how a single day can leave a mark that lasts for centuries. Chapter 1. On July 20th, 1969, the world watched as Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon. For the first time, humans walked on another celestial body. It wasn't just a step, it was proof of centuries of scientific curiosity, engineering brilliance, and sheer determination. That day, the impossible became visible, inspiring generations to believe that the boundaries of Earth were just the beginning of human potential. Humanity had truly reached for the stars. Chapter 2. December 7th, 1941 dawned quietly in Pearl Harbor. Suddenly, explosions shattered the calm, dragging the United States into World War II. Ships sank, planes burned, and lives changed in an instant. That single morning demonstrated how a moment of aggression could reshape global alliances, economies, and strategies. It was a stark lesson. History pivots not just on decisions, but on unpredictable, shocking days that demand immediate action. Chapter 3. November 9th, 1989. The Berlin Wall fell. Concrete barriers that had divided families, neighbors, and ideologies crumbled overnight. The event wasn't just political. It was a triumph of human resilience, courage, and the desire for freedom. Science and engineering had built the wall. Humanity tore it down. Within hours, an entire continent shifted from fear to hope, proving that monumental change can arrive in a single decisive day. Chapter 4. April 12, 1961. Yuri Gagarin orbited Earth, becoming the first human in space. The spacecraft spun around our planet, but humanity's imagination soared far beyond. In that brief flight, the race for space exploration ignited a technological revolution, inspiring satellites, global communications, and decades of scientific discovery. One orbit reminded the world that dreams, when powered by physics and courage, could transform reality in a heartbeat. Chapter 5. October 29, 1929, Wall Street collapsed, plunging the world into the Great Depression. Stocks vanished, fortunes disappeared, and economies crumbled. That single day exposed vulnerabilities in finance and human behavior alike. Scientists of economics began to study market psychology, regulation, and risk. From the ruins, new financial systems and policies emerged, proving that disaster could catalyze knowledge, innovation, and resilience on a global scale. Chapter 6. June 6, 1944, D-Day, marked a turning point in World War II. Thousands of soldiers stormed Normandy's beaches, defying gravity, tides, and death. Strategic planning, meteorology, and raw bravery collided to alter the course of history. That day taught the world that careful preparation, allied collaboration, and sheer determination could overcome even the most fortified obstacles. Victory was measured not just in land gained, but in lives inspired. Chapter 8. July 14, 1789. The Bastille fell. French citizens stormed the fortress, igniting revolution. Symbols of oppression crumbled as ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity surged. That day demonstrated how collective courage and public will could reshape governments. Science of communication, printing and organization amplified the movement, proving that revolutions are not just political, they're social and technological, capable of altering centuries of tradition in moments of unity. Chapter 9, November 11th, 1918. The guns of World War I silenced. Armistice signed. Millions exhaled relief and grief alike. Scientific innovation in weaponry, medicine, and logistics had intensified conflict, yet diplomacy finally restored fragile peace. That day showed the dual nature of progress. Human ingenuity can both destroy and heal. In hours, history turned, teaching that resolution often arrives after unimagined. Chapter 10, December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers achieved the first powered flight. Their aircraft lifted from sand with human determination defying gravity. Physics, engineering, and relentless trial and error converged in a few seconds of airborne triumph. That flight changed transportation, commerce, and exploration forever. One small liftoff demonstrated that human curiosity, grounded in science and persistence, could defy limits and redefine what the world considered possible. Chapter 11, September 1st, 1939. Germany invaded Poland. Tanks rolled, planes roared, and a global war ignited. Within hours, alliances formed and the world braced for conflict. Military strategy, communication systems, and logistics became crucial in the unfolding chaos. That single day demonstrated how aggression, politics, and technology collide to reshape nations. History proved that one decisive move could ignite a conflict that would change humanity for decades. Chapter 12, May 8, 1945, Victory in Europe Day. The long, devastating conflict of World War II in Europe ended. Cities rebuilt, soldiers returned, and lives began anew. Scientific breakthroughs in medicine, radar, and engineering had shaped the war's outcome. That day reminded the world that perseverance, collaboration, and innovation could overcome even the darkest periods, proving that humanity's spirit can triumph over destruction and despair. Chapter 13, October 12, 1492, Columbus reached the Americas. Sails caught wind, horizons expanded, and continents connected. Navigation, astronomy, and cartography turned imagination into reality. That day changed trade, cultures, and ecosystems forever. Exploration taught that knowledge and courage can redraw maps, shift power, and create entirely new worlds in a single moment, proving that curiosity is a force that can reshape history beyond imagination. Chapter 14, June 28, 1914. Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated. Sarajevo erupted, alliances mobilized, and the world tipped toward war. One act, amplified by politics and communication networks, triggered global conflict. That day highlighted how fragile peace can be when tensions, technology, and human choices collide. History proved that even small sparks, combined with complex systems, can ignite flames that engulf entire continents. Chapter 15, August 15th, 1947. India gained independence. Crowds celebrated, flags rose, and centuries of colonial rule ended. Nonviolent movements, political strategy, and mass communication achieved what seemed impossible. That day showed the power of persistent collective action. science of organization and logistics supported political change, demonstrating that societal transformation can occur peacefully yet decisively, changing the lives of millions in a single historic moment. Chapter 16, March 10th, 1876. Alexander Graham Bell spoke into a device, transmitting the first clear human voice. Sound waves traveled through wires, connecting voices across distance. That day revolutionized communication forever. Physics, engineering, and creativity converged in seconds that altered human interaction. Bell's invention proved that a single breakthrough could shrink the world, making connection faster, ideas louder, and progress unstoppable. Chapter 17, July 4th, 1776. The United States declared independence. Words on paper sparked rebellion, inspired colonies, and challenged empires. Political science, philosophy, and strategy intersected to change the course of a continent. That day demonstrated that ideas, combined with courage, can overthrow centuries-old systems. History teaches that bold declarations, rooted in principles and collective will, can redefine freedom and the future of nations instantly. Chapter 18, November 22, 1963. John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. Shock rippled across the globe. Politics, security, and media intersected in tragedy. That day reminded the world how fragile leadership can be and how a single event can shape public perception, policy, and history. Science of investigation and technology later uncovered truths, showing that even in sudden chaos, humanity seeks understanding, learning lessons that echo for generations. Chapter 19, December 25th, 800, Charlemagne was crowned emperor. The Pope placed a crown on his head, marking the rebirth of an empire. Political strategy, religion, and culture intertwined, forging a new European identity. That day shaped centuries of governance, law, and influence. History showed that symbolism, combined with authority and public perception, can crystallize power, proving that a single ceremonial moment can have enduring global impact. Chapter 20, July 16, 1945. The Trinity test detonated the first atomic bomb. A blinding flash and immense energy revealed the immense power of physics unleashed. Science, engineering, and military strategy collided, forever changing global dynamics. That day taught humanity the magnitude of its own invention, where knowledge could both protect and destroy. History's lesson: progress demands responsibility. And one experiment can redefine the world forever. Chapter 21, October 31st, 1517. Martin Luther nailed his 95 Theses to a church door. Words challenging church practices ignited the Protestant Reformation. Printing technology spread his ideas across Europe rapidly. That day showed how communication and conviction can challenge centuries-old institutions. History proved that a single bold act, amplified by innovation, can transform religion, politics, and society, reshaping beliefs for generations in a single decisive moment. Chapter 22, June 18, 1815. The Battle of Waterloo ended Napoleon's rule. Cannons roared, strategies clashed, and Europe shifted its power balance. Military tactics, terrain knowledge, and leadership played critical roles. That day illustrated how planning and resilience determine history's winners and losers. A single battle reshaped nations. proving that the outcome of one intense day can echo across centuries, redefining empires and inspiring military study for generations. Chapter 23. August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his "I Have a Dream" speech. Words resonated, crowds swelled, and civil rights momentum surged. Media and speechwriting amplified his message worldwide. That day highlighted how ideas and courage can shift social consciousness. History showed that one speech, grounded in vision and justice, can inspire movements, ignite change, and transform the fight for equality in a single, unforgettable moment. Chapter 24. May 29, 1453. Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Empire. Cannons shattered walls, soldiers surged, and centuries-old Byzantium ended. Military innovation, strategy, and logistics determined the outcome. That day marked the rise of a new empire and the reshaping of trade, culture, and religion. History proved that the fall of a single city can alter continents, reminding us that innovation and courage can rewrite maps in a single decisive day. Chapter 25. September 2nd, 1945. World War II officially ended. Japan surrendered, celebrations erupted, and nations rebuilt. Technology, strategy, and diplomacy had determined the war's course. That day taught the world about reconciliation, recovery, and the human capacity to endure. History shows that endings are as pivotal as beginnings, and a single signed document can transform the lives of millions. Closing a chapter of destruction while opening one of hope. Chapter 26, April 15, 1912. The Titanic sank. Ice collided with steel, and the world witnessed tragedy at sea. Engineering, weather prediction, and safety protocols failed, while stories of heroism emerged. That day highlighted human ambition and vulnerability. History proved that a single disaster could drive innovation, regulation, and awareness, reminding humanity that even in pursuit of greatness, caution and respect for nature are essential for survival. Chapter 29. October 24, 1929. Black Thursday shook Wall Street. Panic sold millions of shares, and economies trembled. Market psychology, banking systems, and human behavior collided. That day marked the start of the Great Depression, teaching lessons in regulation and risk management. History proved that a single day in finance can ripple globally, demonstrating that human systems are fragile and require vigilance, knowledge, and confidence, and foresight to survive sudden shocks. Chapter 30, July 20th, 1944. The failed assassination attempt on Hitler unfolded. Conspirators acted, explosions shook rooms, and the world glimpsed daring resistance. Planning, secrecy, and courage collided in deadly consequences. That day revealed the stakes of opposition under tyranny. History shows that even unsuccessful actions can inspire future courage, proving that bravery, strategy, and timing matter in moments that define moral and political legacies. Chapter 31. August 6, 1945. The world saw the first atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Fire and radiation reshaped a city instantly. Science and physics created unprecedented destruction. That day forced humanity to confront the power of innovation without limits. History proved that one event can redefine warfare, ethics, and global policy, teaching lessons on responsibility, diplomacy, and survival that resonate across generations in a single moment of shock. Chapter 32, November 7th, 1917. The Bolsheviks seized power in Russia. Crowds rallied, guns echoed, and an empire began to transform. Strategy, communication, and ideology converged in revolution. That day showed how organization and vision can overthrow centuries of rule. History proved that one decisive political shift can reshape nations, economies, and societies. Altering the trajectory. Chapter 33. July 28, 1914, World War I erupted. Archduke Franz Ferdinand's assassination escalated into a global conflict. Armies mobilized, nations aligned, and technology of warfare evolved rapidly. That day marked a turning point in history, showing how alliances and decisions can escalate quickly. History revealed that a single event can spiral into widespread change, proving that interconnected systems magnify the impact of one decisive moment. Chapter 34, May 1st, 1707. The Act of Union created Great Britain. Parliaments merged, flags symbolized unity, and governance transformed. Politics, negotiation, and compromise crafted a new nation. That day demonstrated that legal and structural decisions can alter identity and power. History showed that a single agreement can reshape borders, economies, and culture, proving that organized consensus can leave a legacy lasting centuries. Chapter 35, September 11, 2001. Terror struck the United States. Planes crashed into the World Trade Center. Lives were lost, and global security shifted forever. Technology, strategy, and human resilience were tested. That day transformed international policy, emergency response, and global consciousness. History proved that one day of attack can redefine priorities, security measures, and global relations. Chapter 37, May 5th, 1821. Napoleon Bonaparte died on St. Helena. A legendary life ended in exile, and Europe reflected on his impact. Military strategy, governance, and reform defined his era. That day reminded the world that individuals can shape continents and conflicts. History proved that a single death can close a chapter of leadership while inspiring study, reflection, and lessons for generations to understand ambition, power, and legacy. Chapter 38, October 16th, 1859. John Brown led a raid on Harper's Ferry. Guns fired, revolution sparked, and abolitionist goals clashed with entrenched power. Strategy, courage, and moral conviction collided. That day demonstrated that bold action, even if unsuccessful, can influence national debate and future policies. History shows that one event can ignite societal change, proving that determined individuals can accelerate the path toward justice and transformation. Chapter 39, December 10th, 1896. Alfred Nobel's will established the Nobel Prizes. Science, literature, and peace were celebrated in perpetuity. Knowledge, innovation, and morality became incentives for humanity. That day created a system rewarding progress and impact. History proved that a single act of foresight can inspire generations, shaping the way society values achievement and encouraging breakthroughs that improve human life across centuries. Chapter 40, November 22nd, 1804. Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French. Crowns, ceremony, and ambition combined to redefine power. Political strategy, symbolism, and personal will intersected. That day showed that leadership is not only inherited, but also claimed and crafted. History revealed that one symbolic action can alter perceptions, inspire loyalty, and redefine authority, demonstrating the impact of decisive gestures in shaping legacy and governance. Chapter 41. June 16, 1903, the Ford Motor Company was incorporated. Assembly lines, engines, and innovation transformed transportation. Science and engineering accelerated industrial progress. That day marked the beginning of affordable cars for the masses, reshaping cities, economies, and daily life. History proved that one business decision, combined with technology and vision, can revolutionize society, turning imagination into infrastructure and mobility into a cornerstone of modern civilization. Chapter 42, October 24, 1945. The United Nations officially formed. Diplomacy, negotiation, and global cooperation aimed to prevent future wars. Countries signed agreements and set frameworks for peace. That day demonstrated how collective organization and commitment can influence international relations. History proved that one coordinated effort can create institutions lasting generations, offering solutions to conflict and inspiring humanity to collaborate on shared goals for survival. Chapter 45, October 4th, 1957. Sputnik 1 launched into orbit. A metal sphere circled Earth, signaling the beginning of the space age. Physics, engineering, and innovation transformed human ambition. That day proved humanity could leave its planet, sparking exploration, research, and technological competition. History revealed that one satellite can change priorities, fuel curiosity, and redefine scientific possibilities, showing that a single launch can inspire generations to reach for the stars. Chapter 46, December 26, 2004. A massive earthquake struck the Indian Ocean, triggering a deadly tsunami. Natural forces collided with human settlements, causing immense loss. Science and disaster response were tested. That day demonstrated the fragility of life and the importance of preparation. History proved that a single natural event can reshape coastlines, policies, and humanitarian approaches, teaching humanity lessons about resilience, technology, and rapid action in crisis. Chapter 47, July 1st, 1862. The Homestead Act was signed into law. Lands were opened, families migrated, and the American landscape transformed. Policy, planning, and logistics influenced growth and settlement. That day demonstrated how legislation can accelerate development. History showed that one legal decision can change economies, demographics, and opportunities, proving that governance and vision can physically reshape nations within years, leaving a lasting legacy. Chapter 48, September 16, 1620. The Mayflower departed England. Pilgrims sailed for a new world, navigating unknown seas with courage and science of navigation. That day marked the start of permanent settlement in North America. History proved that a single voyage could influence culture, governance, and migration patterns, showing how exploration, combined with determination, can plant the seeds of nations in uncharted territories. Chapter 49, June 28, 1919. The Treaty of Versailles was signed. World War I formally ended, boundaries shifted, and reparations imposed. Diplomacy, negotiation, and politics determined post-war futures. That day demonstrated how agreements shape nations and economies. History showed that one signed document can influence global stability, spark future conflicts, and define political landscapes, proving the enduring impact of decisive peacemaking on human history. Chapter 50, May 20th, 1927. Charles Lindbergh completed the first solo non-stop transatlantic flight. Airplanes soared across the ocean, proving endurance and engineering. That day transformed aviation, commerce, and imagination. History proved that one courageous flight can redefine travel, inspire exploration, and push technology forward, demonstrating how individual ambition, combined with science, can alter the possibilities for humanity in a single daring achievement. Chapter 51, December 17, 1903. The Wright brothers achieved the first powered flight. Sand and wind witnessed history as a machine lifted into the air. Engineering, physics, and relentless trial and error converged in a few seconds. That day transformed transportation, commerce, and exploration. History proved that one successful flight could expand human horizons, turning imagination into reality and demonstrating that perseverance paired with science can redefine the world in moments. Chapter 52, November 11, 1918. The guns of World War I fell silent. Armistice signed. Millions breathed relief and grief. Strategy, logistics, and diplomacy had shaped the war's end. That day demonstrated that a single document could restore peace, shift borders, and influence generations. History proved that decisive agreements, backed by planning and courage, can close chapters of destruction while opening paths to recovery, stability, and future collaboration worldwide. Chapter 53, July 20th, 1969. Humans first set foot on the moon. Neil Armstrong's step symbolized centuries of curiosity and engineering. Science and courage collided in orbit and on the lunar surface. That day inspired generations to explore beyond Earth. History proved that a single mission could redefine possibility, spark innovation, and expand the human imagination, showing that dreams, when paired with knowledge and determination, can change the course of history forever. Chapter 54, October 29, 1929. Black Tuesday shook Wall Street. Stocks plummeted, panic spread, and economies crumbled. Finance, psychology, and risk collided with devastating effects. That day launched the Great Depression, teaching lessons in regulation and human behavior. History proved that one day of economic collapse could reshape global systems. Chapter 55, June 6, 1944. D-Day marked the turning point in World War II. Soldiers stormed Normandy, tides and defenses challenged them, and victory required courage and strategy. Military science and logistics dictated outcomes. That day showed how preparation and bravery could overcome immense obstacles. History proved that one day of coordinated action could change the trajectory of a war, inspiring lessons in leadership, resilience, and the power of collective effort for generations. Chapter 56, August 15th, 1947. India celebrated independence from British rule. Crowds cheered, flags rose, and centuries of colonial control ended. Political strategy, organization, and persistence achieved the impossible. That day demonstrated the power of collective will and nonviolent resistance. History proved that one moment of freedom can reshape society, inspire global movements, and change millions of lives, showing that courage, unity, and planning can transform nations in a single decisive day. Chapter 57, December 17th, 1903, the first successful powered flight lifted from Kitty Hawk. The Wright brothers combined observation, engineering, and risk to defy gravity. That day changed how humans travel, explore, and connect. History proved that one short flight could inspire innovation and reshape industries. It highlighted that persistence and scientific understanding, when applied practically, can turn dreams into milestones that alter the world in ways generations will build upon. Chapter 58, November 9th, 1989, the Berlin Wall fell. Concrete barriers that had divided families and ideologies crumbled overnight. Civic action, courage, and political change intersected. That day symbolized freedom, unity, and hope. History proved that one moment can dismantle decades of division, reshaping nations and societies. It demonstrated that people's will, combined with historical opportunity, can overturn oppression, showing how singular events can trigger vast transformation and global eye. Chapter 59, October 12, 1492, Columbus reached the Americas. Sails met ocean, horizons expanded, and continents connected. Navigation, observation, and daring turned ideas into reality. That day changed trade, culture, and ecosystems forever. History proved that exploration, when combined with determination and knowledge, can rewrite geography and influence global interaction, showing that one voyage can leave an indelible mark on the world. Setting the stage for centuries of change. Chapter 60, July 4th, 1776, the United States declared independence. Words inspired revolution, colonies united, and empires faced challenge. Political philosophy, strategy, and public support converged. That day demonstrated how ideas and courage can reshape nations. History proved that one declaration, backed by conviction, can redefine freedom, sovereignty, and governance, showing that written words, when timed right, can spark transformation with effects that last. Chapter 61, June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in Sarajevo. A single act of violence triggered global alliances to mobilize. Strategy, politics, and human decisions collided, plunging the world into World War I. That day proved how one event can ignite conflicts far beyond its origin. History showed that small sparks combined with complex systems can reshape nations, economies, and lives, leaving a legacy that influences generations. Chapter 62, April 12. Chapter 63, October 24th, 1945. The United Nations was founded. Nations gathered to prevent future conflicts and promote diplomacy. Negotiation, cooperation, and organization shaped the new international system. That day marked a global commitment to dialogue over destruction. History proved that one coordinated effort can create lasting institutions, shaping peace, law, and cooperation for generations. Showing the power of unity in solving global challenges. Chapter 64, July 20th, 1944, the failed plot to assassinate Hitler unfolded. Conspirators acted with precision, explosives detonated, and consequences were immediate. Courage, planning, and resistance intersected in deadly stakes. That day revealed that even unsuccessful actions can inspire courage and influence future decisions. History proved that one daring attempt can challenge tyranny, showing the impact of bravery and moral conviction in shaping political and ethical legacies. Chapter 65, September 1st, 1939. Germany invaded Poland, igniting World War II. Tanks rolled, planes attacked, and global alliances activated. Military strategy, technology, and rapid decisions determined initial outcomes. That day illustrated how one aggressive act can reshape continents. History showed that decisive moves, amplified by innovation and politics, can change the world's trajectory, proving that timing, force, and planning in a single moment can reverberate across generations. Chapter 66, May 29th, 1453. Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Empire. Cannons shattered walls, soldiers stormed the city, and centuries of Byzantine power ended. Military innovation, planning, and leadership determined victory. That day transformed trade routes, cultures, and empires. History proved that the capture of a single city can shift continents, illustrating how technology, strategy, and courage in one moment can rewrite human history forever. Chapter 67, August 6, 1945. Hiroshima experienced the first atomic bombing. Energy, science, and unprecedented destruction reshaped the city and human understanding of war. Physics and innovation collided with devastating consequences. That day forced global reflection on technology, ethics, and diplomacy. History proved that one event can redefine international relations, warfare, and responsibility, showing that humanity must measure progress against its consequences in a single profound moment. Chapter 68, November 7th, 1917. The Bolsheviks took power in Russia. Crowds mobilized, leaders acted, and an empire transformed. Ideology, strategy, and communication converged in revolution. That day demonstrated that coordinated action can overthrow established systems. History proved that one decisive political shift can influence economies, societies, and global power, showing how timing, vision. Chapter 69, March 12, 1930. Gandhi began the Salt March. Thousands joined, challenging colonial laws with nonviolent resistance. Planning, courage, and moral authority inspired global attention. That day illustrated how symbolic action can ignite change. History proved that one march can influence policy, inspire movements, and shift societal structures, demonstrating that peaceful persistence can transform nations and empower populations in a single historic moment. Chapter 70, October 4th, 1957. Sputnik 1 launched, orbiting Earth and starting the space age. Engineering, physics, and imagination combined in one metal sphere. That day redefined exploration, science, and global competition. History proved that one satellite could spark innovation, inspire research, and expand human curiosity. It showed how a small, precise achievement can trigger massive shifts in technology, knowledge, and ambition across generations. Chapter 71, December 25th, 800. Charlemagne was crowned emperor by the Pope. Ceremony, symbolism, and politics merged, forging a new European identity. Leadership, religion, and authority combined to reshape nations. That day showed how a single symbolic act can legitimize power and influence society for centuries. History proved that one coronation can redefine governance, culture, and diplomacy, demonstrating how decisive gestures create legacies that endure across generations. Chapter 72, June 18th, 1815. The Battle of Waterloo ended Napoleon's rule. Cannons fired, strategies clashed, and Europe shifted power. Military planning, terrain, and leadership determined the outcome. That day illustrated how one battle can reshape nations and empires. History proved that decisive action in concentrated moments can alter political landscapes, influence future conflicts, and create lessons in strategy that persist through generations. Chapter 73, August 28, 1963. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his "I Have a Dream" speech. Voices rose, crowds united, and civil rights momentum surged. Media amplified his message worldwide. That day demonstrated how words and courage can influence society. History proved that one speech can inspire movements, change policies, and transform social consciousness, showing how communication and conviction in a single moment can leave an enduring impact. Chapter 74, October 16th, 1859. John Brown led the Harper's Ferry raid. Guns fired, courage clashed with entrenched power, and abolitionist goals ignited debate. Planning, risk, and conviction converged. That day illustrated how a bold act can influence national consciousness. History proved that one event can accelerate societal change, demonstrating that moral courage combined with action can shift the course of a nation's future. Chapter 75, May 5, 1821. Napoleon Bonaparte died on St. Helena. A legendary life ended, and Europe reflected on his impact. Military strategy, leadership, and reforms shaped his legacy. That day reminded the world that individuals can shape continents and conflicts. History proved that one death can close chapters of influence, inspiring reflection and study, showing how singular lives continue to affect generations after their passing. Chapter 76, October 12, 1942. The Battle of El Alamein began. Allied and Axis forces clashed in the North African desert. Strategy, logistics, and leadership determined control. That day marked a turning point in World War II. History proved that one battle can shift momentum, influence global conflicts, and demonstrate how planning and courage in a concentrated moment can change the outcome of war and shape future history. Chapter 77, July 1st, 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg started. Soldiers engaged fiercely, terrain and strategy mattered, and the Civil War reached a critical moment. Leadership and logistics influenced outcomes. That day illustrated how a single battle can change a nation's trajectory. History proved that decisions, courage, and timing in concentrated events can alter political landscapes and inspire generations to study strategy and sacrifice. Chapter 78, September 16, 1620, the Mayflower departed England. Pilgrims sailed into uncertainty, navigating unknown seas with courage and skill. Navigation, planning, and perseverance guided their journey. That day marked the beginning of permanent settlement in North America. History proved that one voyage can influence culture, governance, and demographics. showing how exploration combined with determination can establish foundations for future nations. Chapter 79, December 10th, 1896. Alfred Nobel's will created the Nobel Prizes. Science, literature, and peace became celebrated globally. Knowledge, innovation, and morality were rewarded. That day established a system inspiring human achievement. History proved that one act of foresight can influence generations, encouraging breakthroughs, valuing progress, and shaping how society measures contribution and excellence across centuries. Chapter 80, November 22, 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French. Ceremony, symbolism, and ambition merged to redefine authority. Political strategy and personal will intersected. That day demonstrated that leadership can be claimed and crafted. History proved that one symbolic action can alter perceptions, inspire loyalty, and shape governance, showing how decisive gestures leave lasting legacies across nations and generations. Chapter 81, July 20th, 1944. The failed assassination attempt on Hitler unfolded. Conspirators acted with precision, explosives detonated, and consequences were immediate. Courage, planning, and resistance collided in deadly stakes. That day revealed that even unsuccessful actions can inspire future courage. History proved that one daring attempt can challenge tyranny, demonstrating how bravery and moral conviction can influence political and ethical legacies for generations. Chapter 82, October 31st, 1517. Martin Luther nailed his 95 Theses to a church door. Words challenging church practices spread rapidly thanks to printing technology. That day ignited the Protestant Reformation. History showed how communication and conviction can overturn centuries-old institutions. One bold act, amplified by innovation, transformed religion, politics, and society, proving that singular events can trigger revolutions and inspire generations with lasting cultural and ideological impact. Chapter 83, March 10th, 1876. Alexander Graham Bell transmitted the first clear human voice. Sound traveled through wires, connecting distant people. Engineering, physics, and creativity converged in seconds. That day revolutionized communication forever. History proved that one invention could shrink distances, transform industries, and inspire innovation, demonstrating how a single breakthrough can alter the way humanity interacts and builds connections across generations. Chapter 84, April 6, 1917. The United States entered World War I. Troops mobilized, ships sailed, and global dynamics shifted. Military strategy, technology, and logistics influenced outcomes. That day demonstrated how one nation's decision can tip the balance of conflict. History proved that decisive action, combined with planning and resources, can affect global events, showing how a single choice can resonate across countries and generations. Chapter 85, January 1st, 1801. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland officially formed. Crowns, laws, and governance merged into a single nation. Politics, diplomacy, and organization reshaped borders. That day illustrated how formal decisions can redefine identity and influence society. History proved that one legal action can have ripple effects lasting centuries. demonstrating how planning and negotiation shape nations and the lives of millions. Chapter 86, May 1st, 1707, the Act of Union created Great Britain. Parliaments merged, flags symbolized unity, and governance transformed. Politics, negotiation, and strategy converged. That day demonstrated that structured agreements can reshape power and identity. History proved that one legislative act can influence borders, economy, and culture, showing how planning and consensus can create lasting national transformations. Chapter 87, September 11, 2001, terror struck the United States. Planes hit the World Trade Center, lives were lost, and global security changed forever. Technology, communication, and emergency response were tested. That day transformed policy, international relations, and security strategies. History proved that a single attack can redefine priorities and global awareness, showing how one day of crisis can leave indelible effects on societies for generations. Chapter 88, July 1st, 1862, the Homestead Act was signed into law. Lands opened, families migrated, and America's landscape changed. Policy, planning, and logistics shaped growth. That day demonstrated how legislation can accelerate development. History proved that one decision can transform demographics, economy, and society, showing how governance and vision can physically reshape nations and influence generations. Chapter 89, August 15, 1947, India achieved independence from British rule. Crowds celebrated, flags rose, and centuries of colonial control ended. Political strategy, organization, and persistence achieved the impossible. That day showed how collective action and courage can reshape society. History proved that one moment of freedom can inspire global movements, transform millions of lives, and demonstrate how unity and planning can create lasting change. Chapter 90, December 26, 2004, the Indian Ocean earthquake triggered a deadly tsunami. Natural forces collided with human settlements, causing massive loss. Science, disaster preparedness, and response were tested. That day demonstrated humanity's vulnerability and resilience. History proved that one natural event can reshape coastlines, policies, and aid strategies, showing how knowledge, preparation, and rapid action can mitigate disaster impacts for generations. Chapter 91, July 1st, 1863. The Battle of Gettysburg began. Soldiers clashed, terrain and strategy influenced outcomes, and the Civil War reached a turning point. Leadership, courage, and logistics shaped the battle. That day demonstrated how concentrated effort can determine a nation's fate. History proved that one battle can alter political trajectories, inspire study of strategy, and leave a legacy of sacrifice that resonates through generations. Chapter 92, May 20th, 1927. Charles Lindbergh completed the first solo, non-stop transatlantic flight. Airplanes soared across oceans, proving endurance and engineering. That day transformed aviation, commerce, and human ambition. History proved that one daring flight can redefine travel, inspire exploration, and push technology forward, showing how individual determination paired with innovation can open new possibilities for humanity. Chapter 93, October 29, 1929. Black Tuesday struck Wall Street. Stocks collapsed, panic spread, and economies trembled. Finance, psychology, and regulation collided with devastating results. That day launched the Great Depression, reshaping global systems and policies. History proved that one day of financial crisis can influence generations, demonstrating how human behavior, markets, and planning interact to affect the world. Chapter 94, December 17, 1903. The Wright brothers achieved powered flight at Kitty Hawk. Sand, wind, and determination combined with engineering and physics. That day changed transportation, exploration, and commerce. History proved that one successful flight could expand human horizons and inspire generations, showing how perseverance and scientific understanding transform imagination into reality. Chapter 95. November 9, 1989, the Berlin Wall fell. Concrete barriers crumbled, families reunited, and freedom surged. Civic action, political change, and public will collided. That day symbolized hope, unity, and resilience. History proved that one decisive moment can dismantle oppression, reshape nations, and inspire generations, showing how courage and timing can ignite profound societal transformation. Chapter 96, December 10, 1896. Alfred Nobel's will established the Nobel Prizes. Science, literature, and peace gained recognition, encouraging progress and innovation. That day created a system rewarding achievement. History proved that one act of foresight can inspire generations, demonstrating how knowledge, morality, and vision can leave a lasting impact on society. Chapter 97, October 16, 1942. The Battle of El Alamein began. Allied and Axis forces clashed in the North African desert. Strategy, logistics, and leadership determined control. That day marked a turning point in World War II. History proved that one battle can shift momentum, influence global conflicts, and demonstrate how planning and courage in a concentrated moment can change the outcome of war and shape future history. Chapter 98, June 6, 1944. D-Day commenced. Allied forces landed on Normandy beaches, facing tides, fortifications, and fierce resistance. Preparation, bravery, and strategy defined the outcome. That day turned the tide of World War II. History proved that one coordinated operation can change the course of conflict, demonstrating the power of planning, courage, and collective effort in shaping history. Chapter 99, April 15, 1912. The Titanic sank after hitting an iceberg. Engineering, human error, and nature collided in tragedy. Lives were lost, and lessons in safety and design emerged. That day showed how ambition and oversight can have catastrophic consequences. History proved that a single event can inspire innovation, regulation, and reflection, teaching humanity about risk, responsibility, and resilience. Chapter 100, July 20th, 1969. Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon. Humanity's first steps on another celestial body demonstrated engineering, physics, and courage. That day inspired generations to explore, innovate, and dream beyond Earth. History proved that one moment of achievement can redefine possibility, showing how determination and knowledge can push humanity toward new frontiers and leave a lasting legacy. Those were 100 days that changed history forever. Every moment shaped the world we live in today, reminding us that courage, innovation, and determination can leave a lasting legacy. History is not just in books, it's in the choices, actions, and discoveries of people like you. Stay curious, explore, and remember, the next day could change everything again.